Hello K-influencer Yasmin. Today, we want to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself and your channel to K-lovers fans and K-influencer activity followers. Are you ready?
Of course, it will be my pleasure.
Let's start. Please introduce yourself and your channel.
Hello K-influencer. I'm Yasmin from Egypt, but in an anime version, I'm electrical engineer with big passion about crafting and Korean culture. I started YHZ Corner channel in 2023 to connect with both handmade crafting lovers and Korea culture fans just like me, especially those who enjoy discovering it in a fun, personal way.
How would you describe your channel in one sentence?
A cozy and creative space where the love of handmade crafts meets Korean culture love in one place.
Seems fun. What inspired you to start creating content?
At first, the content wasn't going to be only about Korea. Simply, the main goal is to share a love for handmade crafts and DIY projects, the kind of things that bring joy and let me express myself in creative ways. But then one day, while watching a Korean historical drama, something clicked. I was completely drawn to the hanok, the Korean traditional houses, the hanbok, the Korean traditional clothes, the calm colors, the peaceful feeling of the traditional lifestyle. And that's when the idea came. Why not combine handmade art with the beauty of Korean culture? That's how everything started to come together, and that's how this channel slowly found its voice.
Can you tell us what is the most memorable content you've made, and why?
Definitely. But first let me take you to my workshop. Welcome to my little world, where I can show you my masterpiece, the main topic of my most memorable content, my little hanok model. Because it brought together two of my favorite things, crafting and traditional Korean houses. Also, I made two tiny hanbok outfits using origami. It was actually my first time trying origami, and I was so happy with how they turned out. I hope you liked it. And now, what about going back to my office to continue the interview?
Great, I really liked your work. I can see how much you love it, and that will lead us to the next question. When do you feel most immersed or joyful while creating content?
Let me think. It's hard to choose specific thing. Honestly, the whole process is where the magic happens. Gathering materials for a new video. Whether it's doing research, the joy of handmade crafting, writing the script, or imagining how the scenes will look. It feels like building a little piece of my own world each time, and that's where my heart captivated.
Oh, I see. So, who do you consider your core audience or fans?
As I mentioned in the beginning that I started the channel to connect with handmade crafting lovers and Korea culture fans. My channel meant to be a link to bringing two communities together. So, the most of our audience are from those categories.
Has viewer feedback ever influenced the direction or format of your content?
Actually, yes. I remember the very first long video where I showed the steps of making hanok. It ended up being around 30 minutes long. Friends said it was too long for many viewers, and they were right. Funny thing, that even though the length of that video, it became one of the most watched on my channel. But after that, I started focusing more on keeping things shorter and easier to follow.
Do you have any signature formats, series, or visual styles you often use?
Definitely. As you see, I'm the main character here. Yasmin anime version. I was created by real Yasmin to make the channel experience cozy and different. Like watching a mini animated journey, not just an info video. Using soft colors, calm visuals, and storytelling that feels warm and close to heart. Actually, I think I'm a bit cuter and more confident than Yasmin is on camera.
You're funny. So it's not just content, it's more like stepping into your own little animated world.
Yes, that's my channel goal.
Interesting. Can you tell us which aspect of Korean culture has inspired you the most?
I've always been inspired by the traditional and historical side of Korean culture. It feels like every little thing has a story behind it. Also, being from Egypt, I naturally feel a strong appreciation for other ancient cultures.
Of course, Egypt is a great historical country. May you tell us what kind of content would you like to create in the future?
In the future, I'd love to create more DIY projects inspired by Korean culture. Things that people can actually try at home, even if they're new to crafting. I want to make Korean culture feel more accessible and fun for everyone through stories, visuals, and simple creative ideas.
That's really lovely. At the end, we would like to know, what message or impact do you ultimately hope to deliver?
I hope that anyone who visits this channel leaves with something new, a simple piece of knowledge, a fresh perspective, or maybe just a smile.
At the end, thank you for sharing your story with us, Yasmin. Any last words for your viewers?
Thanks for supporting my creative world. I hope each video brings you joy and a fresh look at Korean culture. See you next time. It was nice to meet you. Have a happy day.